actually released in 2018. Between them, that the audience can, I would really strongly recommend if you're, just living life and overcoming a lot of difficulties that assess and how this movie really or the split of Germany into live a happy, normal life under those conditions. Memories as difficult. Gosh, if they sold prints of that, I definitely buy it. It's really beautiful. You're an artist, musician. I think this is the type of film thatこんにちは。はい、これありがとう。はい。Alright, Nihonbashi, Toho Cinemas. Let's see, today's film. German film actually released in 2018. Never Look Away. Love story with, of course, its complications. Let's take a look.
映画が始まるまでのこの幕間という時間をお借りして最新の映画ニュースや映画館の魅力など特別な情報をお届けします。もちろん東宝シネマズの YouTube や Instagram など SNS でもたくさんのコンテンツを発信しているのでそちらもぜひチェックしてみてくださいね。皆さん SDGs をご存知ですか？東宝シネマズでも全てのポップコーンやドリンクのカップを森林破壊や違法な伐採などの環境・社会的な問題がないよう適切に管理された FSC 認証製品に
Just finished watching 2018 German film Never Look Away. Must say, it's surprisingly very, very moving film. Took a while to reach Japan. It's already 2022, so the film's already 4 years. 4 years since it was first released. But yeah, it's this kind of this epic story of this artist who was a child during World War II. Beautiful memories of his mother, who was unfortunately admitted to a mental institution. But yeah, this is backdrop of World War II, and just talk about horrifying, but seeing that time through this main character as a child, strangely enough, some scenes of great beauty, but absolutely what he had experienced as a child affected him adolescence to adulthood, becoming an art student, but caught in the Cold War, the split of Germany, East and West Germany. Falls in love with a girl at his art school, whose father was a prominent member of the Nazis and deeply connected to the main character, and quite amazing how the film kind of establishes this terrible secret that kind of brings the main character and his girlfriend, his father together. Just the tension between them that the audience can feel is quite powerful. So watching him grow up into the man that he became, it's pretty powerful. So I mean, if I would really strongly recommend, if you're an artist, writer, or even musician, just to see how his own struggles in creating his art, but finally, as the film suggests, never look away. I mean, just eyes front and center, and you'd be surprised that just what you're capable of doing, like the great beauty that you can create and share. I mean, might sound cheesy, but yeah, really, I mean, if you can get some time to watch this film, it is a tremendous film, I must say. It's I'd have to say it's one of a kind. The way they build up this kind of terrible secret that's kind of holding the characters together, but watching the main character as an artist, I mean, just living life and overcoming a lot of difficulties that anyone from any country try to live through. It's tough, and I mean, as an artist, wow, it's maybe even more difficult than people can imagine. But that the artist process and how this movie really kind of illustrates that. It's a thing of beauty, and it's a really, really good film. Never look away. I just finished watching it, and I'm very moved by the film. It'll take a while to process it, but it's a very good film. Strongly recommend it. Never look away. I made a bit of a U-turn back to this garden just outside Toho 2 building. It's Obon holidays here in Japan, and I remember seeing this type of display, the wind chimes. In Japanese they're called furin. I guess they put it up here every Obon holidays. Yeah, really just need cicadas. Just need cicadas chirping to get that full Japanese summer effect. But speaking of effect, I think the film that I just watched, Never Look Away, there's some really good cinematic techniques as far as what they set up in the first act, and then how like certain images, certain sounds are kind of resonate into the final act of the film. I mean, it is a bit of a fairy tale structure. It does end on a happy note. So I mean, when you watch the film in the beginning, it's just this really kind of beautiful but horrifying, horrifying situation that we find the main character, faced with and having to deal with his mother's mental illness, being taken away from family, put into a mental institution. But also just the profound effect that the character's mother has had in his life. The words "never look away," everything is beautiful. Something that is, going through World War II, going through Cold War, the split of Germany into East and West Germany. I mean, imagine just, trying to live a happy, normal life under those conditions, and then also being an artist, struggling with memories that, probably long forgotten since, the really traumatic memories of childhood. And, affecting him both negatively and positively as he grows into adulthood, into the artist that he would later become, husband to the woman he fell in love with. But all the time, that secret that his girlfriend / wife, his father-in-law, realized at the end of the film. I mean, I think one of the really good things that the film does is doesn't really paint anyone as like a complete, black and white villain. I mean, that point in human history is just, it's really horrifying. And this film just really kind of, takes it into a deeper direction. But, most importantly, I think, just rooting for the main character and the woman he's fallen in love with, as they kind of go through life, trying to build a life together, live through poverty, family tensions. It's really wonderful film. Never look away. Definitely something that I'd watch again. I mean, just as self-proclaimed artist myself, trying to not just finish something, but also just to really be in love with that process that was just so easy to fall in love with when at a much younger age. Capitalism does a number to you mentally, you know what I mean? Just watching this film and that point where he's able to not look away from difficult memories, and actually those memories, as difficult as they are, create this beautiful artwork. I mean, the artwork for the film is fantastic. It's if they sold prints of that, I definitely buy it. It's really beautiful. Never Look Away. 2018 German film. Just reached Japan earlier this month. Really great film. And if you're a writer, you're an artist, musician, I think this is the type of film that really can kind of, give you that energy to continue working on your own art. So once again, the title, Never Look Away.